There's ever an emergency.
So, how's it going, guys? This is Ryan here.
And this is Other Ryan here.
And today we once again have another interesting video for you all. Now this one is covering the connection between Springtrap and Bonnie. So it seems like so far in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, some of the community is getting a little bit disappointed with the fact that Bonnie seems to not make much of an impact in this series, even though, as we say, and as we mostly know, the Bonnie character makes quite a big lead in the trailer, most certainly. Now, there is an actual connection between Springtrap and Bonnie, and Springtrap makes it very apparent, and that exists in camera 2. Now, the static can be very intense down this corridor. In fact, it can be intense almost in any camera, but sometimes because the camera is so intense, you can actually see this character, and if we look, he's actually hidden in the silhouetted shadows of the newer Bonnie.
So as you said, the community believes that Bonnie doesn't really get involved much in this game, but you've just got to look at the Springtrap to prove that point wrong, because Springtrap is called Spring Bonnie, literally.
Yeah, we hear the phone guy actually calls him that, doesn't he?
Yeah, the main antagonist is Bonnie, pretty much, in a different version, and a version before the one that was recreated.
It's just basically the newest Bonnie's ancestor, I suppose you could call it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Kind of like the first creation, and then this second one is the more updated one, and just looking at this image, the way he kind of positions himself behind the newer Bonnie, it's almost like I am the old, here is the new. The new one is, well, it just looks like he's kind of standing proud next to me. He's like really happy about it. Like just the way his smile is just slightly kind of coming through in the light, and the new Bonnie with his mouth wide open. Whether it's a coincidence or not, I will not know. But I think the other thing as well, which almost confirmed it for me, it's the smaller things that we need to look at. I mean, which camera is this on, Ryan?
Camera 2.
Which is the first animatronic, if you was to go up the cameras numerically, that you see?
Bonnie.
Exactly, yeah. The first character we actually see, if we was to go numerically up the cameras, is Bonnie. So for me, that kind of says Scott's obviously positioned him in a spot where it's kind of like the spotlight. I mean, we put Freddy in the doorway, but that's because the game is called Five Nights at Freddy's, and second in line, here comes Bonnie. So I think as well we need to ask then, there must be some kind of connection between the two for this to occur.
Well, definitely. I mean, also, this is the only old animatronic that Springtrap actually stands behind.
All the other ones.
Yeah, there's no other animatronic that he stands behind, so that kind of...
It definitely confirms it. Yeah, there's no kind of direct interaction. This is a direct interaction. You can see the shadows being cast from Bonnie onto Springtrap. He's standing very close to him, isn't he?
Yeah, and also what we know about Bonnie is he's always been like a main focus throughout every single game. In the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 trailer, he was running down the hallway. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 trailer, the first thing we see is Bonnie. The Five Nights at Freddy's 3 trailer, we see poster Bonnie. The first animatronic we see in front of all the animatronics is Bonnie looking at the camera.
Yes.
Scott really, I don't know, he has nightmares about this animatronic as well.
Yeah, it says in one of the news clippings, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He once imagined Bonnie, when he has his waking dreams, he imagined Bonnie on the other side of the door, and apparently, minus the, well, I'm not going to use any curse words, but he crapped himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much, and then I think this leads on to the final question now. Maybe we need to go back and look at Bonnie in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. We need to understand this character just a little bit more, and maybe... Because I think most people were quite skeptical. They were always a bit curious about his mannerisms. They don't really add up, do they?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, from the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 teaser trailer, the shot that we see of Bonnie is, we can speculate to be from the first game. Because
yeah, definitely. So,
yeah, if we go back to Five Nights at Freddy's 1, there's probably some things we haven't recognised yet.
Yeah, I think some things have been kept silent, and you know, when the topics did come up that really confused the community, we kind of said, yeah, we'll just accept that and we'll put it to one side. But I think we actually need to go back and possibly reconsider all this once again.
Definitely.
So, okay then, guys, that was an interesting look at just one of the images we actually see in the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 establishment. And of course, guys, comment your own thoughts down below, because once again, this will be a topic which I'm sure a lot of people will want to get their own kind of insights in and their own thoughts on the topic. So yeah, be sure to comment there down below. We'll be having a read, and we'll definitely reply to you if we do. So alright then, guys, thank you very much for watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one.
Goodbye, guys.
Want to see even more content from us?
Consider liking and subscribing to ensure you'll see all content in the foreseeable future.
And hey, why not check out our past 2 videos?